Today we're talking all about question and answers about my life living full-time in my Tesla. So I took to ChatGPT. I gave him about 200 screenshots of comments and I told him, hey, rank them from the most asked questions to the least asked questions. And so in today's video, we're going to explain all of that. Okay, the most common question out of almost 200 questions was, how do you stay cool or breathe at night in the Tesla? And so my answer to this is that, fun fact, when you have an enclosed space like this, you have all the doors and the windows closed, you can actually breathe at night. Some people were like saying that you'll get hypoxia from not enough oxygen, and I don't find that the case. I've slept multiple times inside the Tesla without having it like the AC running at all, and I woke up and I'm fine. So I don't know why that question always pops up, but that's one of them. All right, so the next question is, how much battery is used overnight while sleeping? So fun fact, this was actually the deal breaker when I wanted to make this purchase of buying a Tesla, because before this I had a Honda Civic 2017 hatchback, and it was not the most fun experience. So to answer your question quickly, it takes about 1 to 2% battery drain per hour. So when you're sleeping, say it's at 60%, and you sleep 8 hours, you're gonna wake up with 52%. So it's not that bad of a battery drain, and that was a big deal breaker because I had a Honda Civic hatchback, and I would wake up every night in the freezing cold, and like I was really trying to sleep, and also you get foggy windows when you're waking up, and that was super annoying when I was in the Honda Civic hatchback. And I actually tried to kit it out. Like I took out the passenger seat and I put a makeshift bed frame in there, and it sucked. And because one, it was cramped too as well. So I was actually in the market for a vehicle to sleep in while I was working at Tesla, and I, for the life of me, could not stay in that Honda Civic hatchback. I was so cramped. To turn it on, you got to keep turning it on every like 20 minutes to stay warm. So the Tesla was perfect for me. All right, the next question is, how do you go to the bathroom while car camping? Let me show you guys a technique that will be very too much info. So say you're car camping and you have this plot of land. What you want to do is you want to get a shovel right here, and you want to assume the position shoulder width, right? This is not shoulder width. This is shoulder width. It's shoulder width. And what you want to do is you want to squat down, but you basically have full control of everything. And once you have the hole dug, it's actually pretty interesting to actually do it. You kind of feel freeing, but this is how it is. So that's how you go to the bathroom outside. All right, so that is obviously if you're wild camping in the middle of freaking nowhere. And if you do have a camp spot, it's most likely going to have a pit toilet, and it's going to have a porta potty. All right, the next question is, how do you afford to live in a Tesla, and what do you do for income and money? Well, I'm gonna go work out first, and then I'll catch you guys to answer that question. All right, fam, so today's workout is at Anytime Fitness, and it's open 24/7, so they have a key fob when you enter in. Anyways, push day, it's push, pull, and legs is my routine split, but today is push day, so I did these kind of like, I don't even know what these are called, but they work the lower pecs, and you can get some good flex. Anyways, this was a good workout. I really like doing the dips also as well. It works the triceps and the chest. All right, chat. I also wanted to thank today's sponsor, Portal Outdoors. They have a foldable table and a chair that I take with me at all times in my roof box, so it allows me to work outside and expand my entire living room. So I rely heavily on my laptop and my environment, and I feel more inspired when nature is my office. I tend to get more ideas when working outside and editing these YouTube videos that you guys see today. And the foldable table has these adjustable legs, so if you got some uneven terrain, it could help balance it out. So if you're a digital nomad or you got some work to do on a laptop like me, this foldable table and chair can help you get more quality work done. And the chair also comes with a swivel for your hydro flask or whatever drink you got, and you can sip on some cold drinks while you're enjoying the sway of the trees or the heat of the sun. So use the link in the description to get your Portal Outdoors table and chair. And now back to the video. Okay, and let's talk about the income that I got from YouTube ad revenue. And so the ad revenue that I got last month in June was $5,200. One of my highest months I've ever made on YouTube since being a full-time YouTuber. But the crazy thing is that I also made another $5,000 from like paid brand collaborations, Amazon affiliates, and Tesla referrals. And it's not always the highest highs, right? That's summer, everyone's interested in like car camping and stuff. My lowest paid month, which was like my first or second month, I only made like $200. But you know, it ebbs and flows, and YouTube content creation is not easy. There's a lot of filming, script writing, and all that goes into a YouTube video. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, and like sometimes living in a car, you get all the rain, the wind, the heat, all of that. Okay, the next question is it safe to sleep in a Tesla overnight? Well, let me show you. Let me get in the car. Okay, my car is a little bit of a mess, but here is the car and vehicle. I took out the passenger seat so I could have a bed frame in here. But is it safe to sleep in here? Yeah and no. I've had multiple different encounters with like people outside the car and also people that are just passing by, and it can get quite dangerous. There have been multiple instances, yeah, where I have had some weird encounters. So, and the Tesla also records it, so it is safe in that sense, where the Tesla has about like 8 different cameras, the front, the sides, and the rear. So if anyone comes within 3 feet of the car, it'll record it and the person will be on film, and I get to put them on YouTube. Okay, the next question is why not live in a van or RV instead? Now, it is a lot bigger, right? And I don't know, I like the Tesla. I like the full self-drive, the camp mode, the AC, the heating, all the different stuff that the Tesla has. Like, it's full electric. You don't have to keep the car like running like an engine. And so that was a deal breaker for me. But yeah, having a van though would be a lot better. I could actually stand in it, right? Although I have been looking at the R1S of the Rivian, but I mean, I like Tesla and what they stand for, and they have been the company that I worked for 5 years and stuff. So my heart is with Tesla still. The next question is, how do you stay clean and how do you shower while living inside a car in a Tesla? Well, you don't shower. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I stay usually near Anytime Fitnesses, and those gyms are all across the US. And so they have multiple different locations, like in each state, in each like major city, like Phoenix, Arizona, or anything like that. I also have when I'm in the wilderness, a shower that I use right here. Let me show you. And it's a gallon jug. And so what I do is, okay, this might be very controversial, but what you want to do is you want to crouch down, so that way the water doesn't splash when you're standing up. And so when I'm in the wilderness and stuff, I'll take this jug and then I'll soap my body, and then I'll literally take this and then shower like this. And then it takes only about 1 gallon. In my culture in the Philippines, yeah, we used to do this thing. It's called tabo-tabo. And you literally have a bucket when you're showering so you don't waste water, pretty much, in my culture. Okay, and this method, just want to make sure this is for if you're BLM camping, like in the wilderness where there's no access to showers. Obviously, if you're in a campground, you have access to showers. Or if you're near a gym, an Anytime Fitness, like a 24-hour fitness, an 80-time fitness, or a Planet Fitness, those are the most top ones for showers if you're living inside a car. And an essential item if you want to stay clean is get some dude wipes. They're unscented, and so you can like wipe down your armpits and you'll stay semi-clean. It's better than having no shower at all. Next question is, how do you deal with the noise when people are outside of the car. Well, the good thing about living inside a car is that you can pick up your home and it literally go anywhere. So if you find noise that's inside like a neighborhood or inside a parking lot, you could just move. I mean, it's not that hard, right? But I had some instances where there were people banging on the car at 2 a.m. in the back of my car on their own car. And so at that moment, you know, you just drive off. And another one is surprisingly melatonin. It actually helps when people are making noises outside. Melatonin will make you sleep very quick. Okay, next question is, do you keep the AC on overnight or the heating? The answer is, if it's too hot, then I will turn the AC on all night, but I will try to preserve it as best as I can because my Tesla is now at 133,000 miles, and I asked ChatGPT and he said that the heating and cooling system should be like kind of having issues around this time. So what I have done in order to negate having to use the heating overnight if it's too cold, I have elected to go with an electric blanket. You plug this in and the heated blanket works like so. So you could just heat it to levels and then it heats up. Okay, next question is, how do you build the setup and how did I remove the front seat of the passenger side? Well, you could go to this link, I'll put it here. There's a whole video that I took out the passenger seat and built a bed frame. It's actually a 3-part series, so if you guys want to watch that video, go ahead. But let me show you guys in the trunk. Okay, and also my phone overheated because I'm outside. Anyways, so this is the drawer slide out system by TerraGlide. And let me show you guys, when you lift this up, you pretty much have access to a fridge underneath. And so you have all these slide out drawers. And everything I need for cooking is right here in the back. Okay, and so this is the slide out drawer system. Right here is the fridge. And so I keep everything I ever need, pastrami meat, pretty much, yeah, meats, all that. Stays cool. No ice required. This is full electric. And that is powered by 12 volt in the back all the time. Even if you leave the car, still stays on. Anyways, this drawer system you can get at terraglide.com. Use my discount code NICO7 and you get a discount on the website, terraglide.com. And so what you do here is you click these drawer systems and you're able to push it forward. And then this one, you just snap there and it closes. Another question is, how long do I plan on living like this? The question is, I don't know. I used to plan out everything. Like, I went to college, San Jose State, graduated with a business degree, 2017, and I thought my life was like, you know, create a business, and I did. And I started a meal prep business for about 2 years, and then that didn't pan out. Then I went to Tesla and worked there for 5 years, and then I got laid off last year, and that didn't pan out. And so there's these weird things, the turn of events, and I don't know, I kind of like traveling and being able to see different things and being able to kind of like just have a different setting all the time. I don't know how long I'm gonna do it for. It's just a fun thing that I like to do for now. And I don't think that too far ahead in the future, which is kind of bad, but we'll see how long it lasts, right? All right, next question is, how do I stay in shape and have a routine? Well, let me tell y'all, I used to be a bodybuilder for 3 years, 2017, 2018, and 2019. I was super inspired by Christian Guzman on YouTube. And yeah, I just love working out. I like having to wake up in the morning. The first thing I do is I go to the gym. And it's the first thing that grounds me is just hitting some weights. I do push, pull, and legs. Push is chest and triceps and shoulders. Pull is back and biceps. And legs is self-explanatory, your legs and your hamstrings, right? And so I have built this routine where I just go to the gym every single morning because I'm gonna go to the shower anyways. All right, another fun question. What happens when your Tesla breaks down or needs repair? So, funny thing, my Tesla actually died on me, like the battery wouldn't work twice. And so I had to remove everything I had inside the car into a loaner car that Tesla provides for free. But in both instances where my battery died, yeah, I just had to chuck everything. And I have videos on it already, but it's just a whole mess in like taking everything out, because I got to take them out of my fridge, my bed frame, and I literally got to put it inside a temporary vehicle, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, right? All right. What made me start living in the Tesla in the first place? Well, let me tell y'all a story. So basically, I was inside my house in Lathrop at the time before I started doing the car living thing, and my little brother had said, hey man, why don't I just live in the car? And then like, because we were deciding on what next move to do after I got laid off, and so I had car camped at Tesla after my work shifts so I wouldn't have to commute. And so I did that so many times where kind of like living in the car was kind of like a seed being planted, and I was like, you know what, I've done it before, live in the car at Tesla. I wonder what it's like to do it full time. And so I just pulled the trigger, because I looked at, I'm a Google Sheets guy, Google Sheets nerds. If y'all know Google Sheets, use the Google Sheets, man. I was going line by line. I said, rent, out. Gas, out. Water, garbage, sewer. Yeah, you just keep going down the line, that things that you don't need when you have a house. And I just looked at my net income after all the expenses, and the expenses that I had on the one with the house and the one without it was just mind-boggling to me. I was like, wow, I could save so much money. And so I just pulled the trigger, because I was like, you know what? Full send, right? And so that's what I did. Although car living is very hard and difficult in the winter, so just keep in mind that when it's raining, when there's wind, you get all the elements to you all at once. So just keep that in mind. All right, y'all, we hit in a little bonus round at the end. So basically about me, I'm 30 years old. I went to San Jose State. I crossed into a fraternity in spring of 2016. My favorite movies are from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I freaking love, my favorite character is Iron Man, because he creates his own suit and his own tech. And my favorite video game is probably going to be GTA or Assassin's Creed, and also The Last of Us. I really like the storyline there. And let's see what else. My favorite food is salmon, but I can't really have it that much because I live in a car and it stinks up the car. I really like steak though. That's my second favorite. And I also like, my favorite color is white, because I really like it clean. I really like to see pristine. And one of my favorite movies is actually Oblivion, and that's why I got the white Tesla, is because the Tom Cruise in Oblivion, super cool movie. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and the support and the love, and go ahead and subscribe if you guys have not. Hit the notification bell, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, because more people need to see stuff like this, man. And yeah, we'll catch y'all in the next video. Thanks for being here. Peace.